Hi, dear students. This record is one more time to demonstrate how an AutoCAD file, two-dimensional drawing from AutoCAD environment can be imported to Inventor and then the model of the object is created. You remember in the previous video record, on the fulfillment of the requirement related with worksheet 6, here it is content. Yes. Studied on this projection twice, remember, finding the video records in the content of the last week. You can see how this projection is drafted applying classical method, how it is drafted applying modern method, and then demonstrated the things on the fulfillment of this requirement. It says that create the solid model of the object in AutoCAD. Yes, in satisfying this fulfillment, remember, say video number 5, you can see how I highlighted the difficulties, okay, to overcome. In AutoCAD, model creation is not so straightforward, not so easy. There are some difficulties. The main reason on such difficulties is the structure of AutoCAD. It is a structure based on the programming technology of 1990s. But the other software, saying Inventor or CATIA, SolidWorks, these are new generation software. Life is easier in creating solid model. And also Inventor, for instance, Inventor is not only the software to create model, but it is an engineering software, can perform engineering calculations and also can generate digital codes to derive the robots, to derive the numerically controlled shaping machines. So in this regard, as the fulfillment of item D, going to import AutoCAD file to Inventor and create the model of the object over there. Let's start. First thing to do is that, here is the AutoCAD file, and I'm going to use this projection in Inventor as the region, as the necessary profile. It has been drafted in AutoCAD environment. It is ready to import, to export. But it is a must, since at the background the format of the content of such a file will be changed from AutoCAD format to Inventor format. The AutoCAD file must be closed. Okay, the first thing to do is that close AutoCAD file, not the program but the file. And then open Inventor. And then since it is going to be a new creation, logically obvious, clicked on New File Creation button. And in this dialog box, you know quite well the things to do. Select the unit of measurement and then make the selection on this template for single components. For creating the model of a single component, that is the template to select if you already selected metric unit system. Okay, and then clicked on Create button. Yes, here is the 3D environment, Inventor environment. There is nothing yet, so solid modeling starts from sketching stage. In this regard, clicked on Start Two-Dimensional Sketch button, and then select the coordinate plane, which one you like. Okay, and then since it is the case, we have the file necessary drawing in AutoCAD format, clicked on this insertion button. Okay, and in the dialog box show the address of the file. It is at present an AutoCAD file. I know where it is in my computer. It is in this folder. It is in this subfolder. This nested subfolder, and the file, here it is. I found it. Okay, and then clicked on Open tab. And then if you wait few seconds, then find the display, this notice. Program just reminding us that, well, we are using the education version of the software, didn't pay money for purchasing the license. Okay, so, well, shouldn't use this software for commercial purpose. Program just saying that, verify. Well, here at this point, one more time explain. Although you waited, well, if you found this notice in the screen, and then to say that, okay, you agree with this ethical rule, clicked on Open tab. Yes, and then deal with the rest. But although you waited in the order of 1 minute but couldn't find this notice in the screen, or you found this window in the screen, but although you clicked on Open tab n times but couldn't see any response, then this means it is your case. Clicked on alternate group key of your keyboard, and while you're holding that key, clicked on tab key as well. This is, quite well-known thing, to have all the windows in the computer. These have been already opened in thumbnail size. At present in my computer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 14 windows are active, already open. If the white rectangle it surrounds the window is not on that notice window, that is why you couldn't find the notice in the screen, or you found it, but although you clicked on n times on Open tab, couldn't see any response. So the thing to do is that in such a case, using the direction key of your keyboard, clicked on, and bring the white rectangle onto the window to have as active in the display. And then press enter, this. And then without any, you see the window, and then with no difficulty, when you clicked on Open tab, you pass through that stage. Yes, and then, followingly, you see this dialog box. In the larger pane, Inventor allows us to see the content of the selected file. In the other pane, well, my recommendation to be able to import the content of the layers only in which we have the projection. Well, select only those layers. In this example, I'm sure visible lines, I created the visible lines in visible layer 1, and this hidden rectangle and that hidden circle in hidden layer 1. So, well, I'm sure the projection, the necessary sketch to have, say partially in this, partially the other layer. So I selected only those, deselect the others, and then clicked on next button. And to check whether these two boxes have already been selected, if not, click, select them. It is a must. And then finish. That is it. Well, where is the imported drawing? It is now to say not view but the sketch. If you couldn't find it in the screen, clicked on zoom extends button or zoom out. Scrolling the wheel. Here is the drawing. Okay, finish the sketching stage and then apply the necessary process. Well, have a look at the geometry of the shape of the object is illustrated in this photograph, say pictorial drawing and the other. Well, the thickness of the main part is 6 units. Okay, so apply the extrusion process. It's a right prismatic feature. Okay, extrusion is the correct process option. And then well, select the parts those correspond to the base of solid regions, the base of the regions, base of the features, they are solid features. Okay, and well, the thickness of the main part is 6. Write 6. Okay, and then you know the recommendation, if you need to use the same sketch not only one time, if yes, then click on OK. But more times, say not one but more times, to be able to create other features, then do not end the process clicking on OK button. Click on Apply button. And then yes, that feature has been created. And then well, allow yourself to see the sketch which is at the bottom side, and then apply the other extrusion processes. Yes, you know, at the back side, this side, sorry, frontal side of the prism, we have 2 bosses. Okay. This is which side? Well, here it is the back side. So at the frontal side, one more time, carefully look at. At the back side, there is a rectangular prismatic extension. Okay. It is length is 60. Let me create this prism first. Okay. Indicate this profile, this part. It is a region bounded by the rectangle as the profile, and then extrude. But when I indicated the already used sketch, then most of the cases Inventor offers cutting because it is solid. So well, logically Inventor may offer such a case, say cut the material. No. If this button is the selected button, you know, process is applied for cutting. No, select the other join option. It is to say add material. And then check the golden arrow. It indicates the direction of the extrusion is in the correct sense. If not, click on the flip-flop button, this or that. Which one? Well, this is the correct direction. And then the length of this prism relative to the plane where I have the sketch is 60 in this example. And then click on apply. Yes, and then at the back side of the prism, yes, here and there are 2 bosses. Okay, create them. The thickness of this boss, you see here the total thickness of this part, 9 units. Okay, well, thickness of the main part is 6, so 9 minus 6, 3 units. Okay, well, create this emboss. Where it is? Yes, it is over there. This one. Indicate this profile. Well, Inventor ready to extrude, say apply the extrusion process for cutting purpose. No, add the material. And in this direction, yes, it is correct direction. The thickness of the boss is 3. And then click on apply. And you know, here at the same side, we have a boss. Sorry, this one, a boss. And see its thickness. It has been shown over here as 6. Okay, then apply the process. You know, if the software were AutoCAD, we will draw these circles. But here, can use the same sketch n times in Inventor. In AutoCAD, can use a sketch only one time, but here in Inventor, n times can use. Indicate this profile. Say that for material adding purpose, gonna apply this process. If the direction is correct, then write the thickness. Okay, it is 6 with respect to the plane in which we have the sketch. Then apply. Okay, at the back side, Am I true? Yes. Well, I made a mistake. Well, at the back side, the boss is not here, but there. I made such a mistake. So, well, here, what can I do? I'm going to delete this boss, but not this stage because the process is still in execution. The following stage. Okay. But here, well, to be able to have the boss, which is at the frontal side, well, I'm going to create the boss at the correct side. See how? From the plane, it is the back at the backside surface, on the backside surface, to the tip of this boss, the total thickness is 9. Okay. So, well, indicate this profile. It is in the sketch plane. One more time, and into the box write 6 plus 3, 9 to have the necessary boss at the correct side. I'm going to delete this boss later. Clicked on apply. Okay. And then, well, at the back side, the correct side, it is the correct side for this emboss. Yes, this one. Its thickness is 3 units. So indicate this profile, not to cut, to add, and the thickness is 3. Yes. Before ending this process, at the frontal side, there is one more boss. Have a look at. This is the frontal side in my consideration. Total thickness of this part 18. 18 minus 6 minus 6, 12 means the thickness of the frontal boss, this boss, is 6. Okay. Now let us create it. Since the sketch is at the back side, okay, relative to the sketch plane, the distance for the tip of that boss is 6 plus 6, 12. Okay, indicate this profile. Okay, not to cut, to add. Okay, which direction? This direction is the wrong direction. Okay, the boss is to be created in the opposite direction. So flip the direction and then into this box write 12. Well, here is the boss. No. Well, here, by mistake, I indicated not this profile, but also the other. So, well, pressing escape button, cancel that stage. Well, since I made such a mistake. And then without forgetting, first, delete the boss, which is this boss. It is at the wrong side. Well, it corresponds at the browser to this icon. Okay, then see, if you created a feature by mistake, then you know how it is deleted. Find the icon it corresponds to that feature at the browser. While the cursor is on that icon, right click the mouse and select delete option. Yes, I deleted that boss. And then, well, this side, well, I need to have another boss, and at this side one more boss. Okay, restart the process. The sketch, if the sketch has disappeared, then find the sketch icon at the browser and select visibility option. If the sketch, since you used one time, clicking on OK button in the dialog box, you lost the sketch, don't worry about it. It is not in the screen, but it is still in the memory. At the browser, find the sketch icon. Here is the sketch icon. It corresponds to that sketch. And then right click the mouse and from this list select visibility option. Then after making the sketch visible again, and then can use that sketch n times. Apply extrusion process and indicate this profile. Yes, not to cut but to add. So select add option. Thickness of this boss, I know 3. Okay, and then clicked on apply. Okay, and then at the frontal side I have one more boss. Okay, it is to be created using this profile. Indicate this profile. It is in the sketch plane. Yes, the material adding, my purpose is to add the material, not to cut. This is the correct outputting option. The thickness of the distance from the tip of this frontal boss, okay, from the plane, with respect to the plane where I have the sketch, is 6 plus 6, 12 units. So into this box write 12. And then that is it. Is there any other boss to create at this stage? Yes, the answer is no. So instead of clicking on apply, clicked on OK and finish the execution. Yes. Here is the model. If you ask the visibility of a sketch to be able to reuse it, then, well, you know, sketch is still shining in the screen. It is not so good. Find the same sketch icon and take its visibility from the screen. How? While the cursor is on that sketch icon at the browser, right click the mouse and deselect visibility option. This is the good practice. Okay? And then yes, make it solid model. How? Assigning the material. Clicked on material assignment button to bring this selection browser, and then say that it is made of soft yellow brass. Bring the cursor onto this, right click the mouse and select assign option. That is it. Close this dialog box. Here is the solid model of the object. My dear students, you see, well, if I not make a mistake, then I will finish this model creation stage at a shorter time. But by mistake, I selected not only one profile but 2 profiles, although the thickness of the features to be created are different. So, well, I first, by mistake, created the bosses in the same thickness, and then perceiving that, say, oops, finish the execution, and then ask the visibility of the same sketch to create the bosses with the correct thickness. So it took 2 minutes. Otherwise, then I will finish this model creation issue at a shorter time. Life is certainly easier in Inventor in creating the solid models. Okay, dear students, ending this video record. Bye bye.